Hello, sweaty successful people. It is Wellness Wednesday. I thought I could wait until I felt better, looked better, and came online, but I thought that video would just never happen. So I'm cozy with my little headband, and hopefully you can understand me as I get over this cold that's still kind of lingering around. So on the theme of sugar that we talked about last week, I just kind of wanted to go over what to avoid. So what types of sugar to avoid, and then what you can substitute it with. So we kind of talked about refined sugar. That's your like simple carbs. You can probably hear my little guy in the background. So your simple carbs, like your croissants, your white bread, you think of your bagels. It's your white table sugar, brown sugar, which is just table sugar darkened with molasses. I remember I used to think that brown sugar was the raw or healthier option, but it is just white sugar with a bit of molasses in it for coloring. Other ones that you want to try and avoid if you're looking at ingredients are, so I'm just looking down at my paper so I don't forget, is dextrose, fructose, and glucose. So your fructose, think of high fructose corn syrup. That one is pretty nasty and in a lot of baking and a lot of goods, but that one is one of the ones you definitely want to avoid. That is GMO, causes inflammation, spikes in blood sugar, and insulin resistance. Fructose isn't so bad if it's naturally occurring in fruit. So we always have a bowl of fruit kind of nearby, and if my little guy comes on video, you'll see his purple face from blueberries. But fructose has, if it's naturally occurring in fruit, has your vitamins or minerals, some phytonutrients, antioxidants, and fiber. So it kind of counteracts the sugar that's in it and actually has a slower metabolism to your body and doesn't have the spikes in glucose and insulin peaks as does like manufactured fructose. That also is with agave. So I know if you're vegan, you probably use a lot of agave to sweeten things. That one you should kind of be a little bit cautious of, is it can be 80% fructose as well, and can be a little bit harder on your blood sugar and your metabolism as well. Another option is brown rice syrup. If you're looking for a vegan option for sweetening, but we'll get into that in a second. Sugar alcohols as well. So those ones are kind of the ones that are coming out a lot now that are from plants, but they are still chemically altered. So your sorbitol, maltitol, mannitol, and xylitol. Xylitol is probably the most common one that you do hear about. And I know in toothpaste it has been shown to actually help prevent cavities and can be good for your teeth, but you still want to be using the sugar alcohols in moderation. Just because they are chemically altered. Your artificial sweeteners, the big one being aspartame. That one you want to definitely avoid as well, as it's been linked to so many different types of cancers and just really does wreak havoc on your body. That is pretty awful. So what do you use when you have a sweet tooth? So I kind of put out an array of items here to go over with you. The first one being we did kind of talk about is fruit. So you can sweeten with any kind of fruit, your berries. I pulled out some dark sweet cherries here that go really good, and smoothies or kind of anything. So we love these guys. Blueberries, these are full of like fiber, antioxidants, like your phytonutrients, so lots of good things there, and they help sweeten. I pulled out a banana from the freezer, so you can mash a banana and use that in a lot of recipes to sweeten with. Banana is great for that. The riper the banana, so this one's brown, I keep it in my freezer for when I'm ready to do some baking. The browner the banana gets, the higher the sugar content is in the banana, and so the sweeter it gets. So if you are kind of watching your sugar levels, just know that a green banana, much lower in sugar, brown banana, much higher. So, and definitely you can tell the taste difference, that one is definitely sweeter than the other, but banana is always a great option. Apple sauce works amazing in baking and for substituting. Let's see, you can kind of go down the counter here I have. Coconut sugar kind of can replace your regular table sugar, brown sugar, and stuff, and things like that. Has like fiber. I thought this was pretty interesting, actually. I was reading this right before we got on video. It is one of the oldest natural sweeteners used by humans along with honey. It was discovered in Asia 6,000 years ago. So coconut sugar is a great thing to replace your regular table sugar with. This actually you can get at Costco. Herbs like cinnamon, spices is awesome to sweeten things with, mint, anything like that. So you can use kind of like natural spices or herbs. I pulled this out because this is something I found that I've been using for my sore throat. So Manuka honey drops. This kind of replaces the candy-like hulls that I used to take. Honey is awesome. I pulled out both of these just to kind of show the difference. They're both local honey. This one's from Ulmer. This one's Vienna, Ontario, not too far. But so this one, why it's hardened like this one is it hasn't been processed by any heat. So it kind of comes out like hard, so nice for like spreading and or melting into like teas or anything like that. This one has been under a bit of heat, and that's why it's a little bit more liquid. But you get the same health benefits. If you're wondering what the difference is, you still get health benefits from either option. So it's kind of more of a preference of what consistency you like best. Pure maple syrup, and try and get a local source. I believe this one we got from the Kinsman Sugar Bush in just outside of Fanshawe Park. So this is a maple syrup's really awesome option. There's actually antioxidants in it, minerals, and some other goodies. If looking for chocolate chips or any kind of chocolate, always try and go for a dark chocolate option. This one is only 55%. I usually grab the blue bag that's I think 75 or 80. So the darker the chocolate, the better. Then it has a bunch of antioxidants in it. These Camino ones are really good. I think there's like only a couple ingredients in here. Cane sugar, your cacao, cocoa butter, and that's it. So Camino is an awesome brand to use. Cocoa powder. I think I've made a post about this before in this brand that I use from Gideo. I believe, yeah, Gideo raw cacao powder. This is awesome for making any kind of like chocolate dish. I made some chocolate bark over Christmas holidays, and it was so good just using this basically to get your dark chocolate in. Dates are an excellent source. They can go into any kind of baking, powder balls, smoothies, or anything. Lots of fiber in dates, and they really do help sweeten whatever you are making. So dates are a great choice to have. Coconut oil, you can put this in, like, cook with it. I put it in my coffee, put it in teas, but coconut oil can be great. We're going to do a whole other topic getting into oils another day, so I won't spend too much time on that. If you're trying to get off pop, kombucha, great option. Tea, which I'm drinking. And I just kind of put out some oils here just because lots of sugars are hiding in your sauces. So your store-bought sauces, your salad dressings, and things like that. So even soy sauce can have a lot of sugar in it. We like to buy Tamari. This is an organic brand that you can get from Costco as well. This actually has like probiotics in it. It's fermented. No sugar or fillers or anything in it. So Tamari is a much better option than soy. And I just pulled out a couple oils like for salad dressing. Like really you can keep it simple. Some olive oil, balsamic, a little bit of lemon, salt and pepper, and you're good to go. But there are a lot of sugars that hide in your condiments, like ketchup, for example, is just so high in sugar. Your store-bought sauces and salad dressing. So take a look at some of the items you might have lingering around in your fridge or in your cupboard, and you might be surprised what it says on the back. Another tip, if you're struggling with your sugar addiction or just sugar cravings, is just get it out of the house. So I find that's what I have to do. If it's in the house and it's around, like I will eat it. So if you find that you're kind of like drawn to it and you know it's in your house and you don't really have good willpower, then get it out of the house. Don't feel guilty about throwing it out. Just sometimes that's what you have to do. So if you have any questions that you want to get into any other substitutes that we've talked about, or if you want me to go into depth about anything else, just let me know. You can leave a comment below this little video, and I'll be sure to get back to you and answer any other questions. Let me know how your week of water hydration has been going, and if you've noticed you felt any different or anything. But I think that's about all that I'm going to cover. I think I kind of barely got through with my voice. So until next week, we will see you then. All right, goodbye.